there was no part of this car that wanted to stop. I swear to God. What's up, guys? It's your girl Kiara, and we're back at it again with another YouTube video. Today we are going to be doing a never have I ever. So basically I have a bunch of questions and I'm just going to be holding up these signs on whether I have did this thing or have not done this thing. So let's get straight to it. So I have like a bunch of things on my planner and we're basically just going to go through all of them, and I think this is probably the best way to get to know me and the type of person I am, and we'll see what things I've done and what things I have not done. I'm not a bad kid. Like, I haven't done a lot of bad things, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so the first question is, have you kissed somebody of the same gender? I have. And low-key, my first kiss was a girl. My first kiss was actually a girl, not a guy. Next question is, have I ever been suspended? I have. And I didn't start getting suspended until I was in high school. I got an in-school suspension one time for fighting, and then I got a suspension for 2 days because this teacher thought that I called her the B word, and I didn't. She just made it up in her head because she hates black people and she likes to bully me and my friend group because she's mad. Whatever, it is what it is. I still came to school every single day that I was suspended and they didn't tell me nothing, period. Next question is, have I ever smoked weed? Yes, all the time. It's a lifestyle. It's a daily lifestyle. It helps me with my mental health, you know, helps me chill out, helps me deal with my anger. So yeah, I smoke weed. It is what it is. Next one is, never have I ever stole something. I have not. I've never stole anything in my life. Actually, I'm lying. I've sold one thing, but that was by accident. I was literally like 7 years old and I picked up like a ring pop in a variety store and I thought my mom paid for it, but she didn't, and I left the store eating the ring pop. But yeah, and one time me and my friend were at Walmart and she was sitting in the cart and she was sitting on something and we forgot to pay for it, and we got all the way downstairs in the Walmart and we realized she was sitting on it, and then we went upstairs and put it back. So really, technically, I've never stole anything. Next question is, never have I ever skipped school. I have. If you know me, I'm never in school. Like, honestly, if you went to middle school with me, people literally used to think I died because I was never, ever, ever at school. I was always home. I hate school, first thing, so what am I really going for? I hate school. I always used to skip. But honestly, to be honest, in high school, I skipped once in a while, but that was only some classes. Like, I never really skipped every single class every day unless I was actually at home. But if I'm at school, I usually go to most of my class. I'll probably like skip one class or something. Oh, that's only if I want to leave early or something. Next question is, never have I ever cheated on anyone. I have not. I don't believe in cheating. If you know me, that is one of my strongest opinions. I do not deal with cheating. I would rather you break up with me than cheat on me. It's pathetic. And I don't want nobody cheating on me, so I'm not going to be cheating on nobody. Period. I hate cheating. So that's one of my strongest feelings. I really, really hate cheating. Like, it's ridiculous. Hate it. Next question is, never have I ever broken a bone. Yes, I have broken 3 bones. I have broken both of my wrists and my index finger on this hand. The first time I broke my left wrist, I was in middle school and we went to a high school to do like this event day, and one of the events was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and me and my friend didn't want to do it because I was like, yo, I literally get hurt every single time I do something like this, so I do not want to participate. And the instructors were like, you have to. So what happens, me and my friend go and do a move, she literally dropped directly on my wrist snapped in half, and I was in the cast for 3 months, and I literally had to miss my end of the year trip because my wrist was broken. So yeah, that was the first time. The second time, I broke my index finger on this hand. I don't remember how. I literally cannot tell you. I don't remember how, but I ended up being in a little splint. It was actually really ugly, but I used to have to wear that splint, and I was in that splint for like a month, I think. And then recently, I think this was like last year, I broke my right wrist. Me and my boyfriend were wrestling. I fell off his bed, and my wrist basically just broke. It was either that or it's because I punched him. Either one. My wrists are very, very fragile because when I get angry, I punch things, and my wrists have just worn out through the years, and they've both been broken. So my wrists are kind of like, they're actually garbage, but don't ever take that for granted. Okay. Next question is, never have I ever gotten extremely hungover. I have not. If you know me, if you've ever gotten drunk with me, I don't get hangovers. I don't throw up. I don't like have headaches the next day. I never ever get hungover. The most that will happen to me is that my eyes will be sensitive, but that's really it. Like, my eyes will be sensitive to the sun. But other than that, I literally don't get hungover. I could drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink, and the next day I will be fine, other than my eyes. I don't know what it is, but I just never get hungover, and I never throw up from alcohol. Next question is, never have I ever made out in public. I have, but like, I don't think people were watching. If they were, then I hope you enjoyed the show. But yeah, I have. It is what it is. All right, next question is, never have I ever had to go to court. I have, and I'm not gonna say the whole story right now because I think 2 weeks from now I'm gonna be posting a video, and it's gonna be a get ready with me / story time, and I'm gonna tell you guys about basically my whole grade 12 year and what happened with this certain individual that made me go to court, almost made me go to jail, like the whole thing. So I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but yes, I have had to go to court. Thank you. Next question is, never have I ever drove over a curb. I have, but that's only like, I've only driven over a curb when I'm like parallel parking or something and I'm really not paying attention. I'll like hit the curb and then I'll just fix myself. But I have ran into a fire hydrant. I have run into a fire hydrant. Honestly, I'm not sure what happened. Me and my boyfriend were in the car, and I was coming out of a parking spot, and I was doing a 3-point turn, and when I did that turn, there was a fire hydrant there. I seen it. I know that it's there. It's on my street. I know where it is. And I'm slamming on the brakes to try and get this car to stop before I hit this fire hydrant, and the brakes are not working. When I say these brakes were not working, I mean I'm stomping on these brakes, and there was no part of this car that wanted to stop. I swear to God. I was only going like 2. I was barely, like, the car was barely moving. So I was confused on why these brakes weren't letting me stop. But yeah, I hit the fire hydrant, dented the front of the car, you know. It is what it is. It wasn't my fault. The brakes weren't working. It wasn't my fault. Next question is, never have I ever sent a sext. I mean, there's not much to say about that. There really isn't much to say about that. It happens. It is what it is. Never have I ever snooped through someone's stuff. Phones. You know, sometimes you gotta make sure people ain't trying to f with you. Don't let no dudes f with you. Period. And sometimes I go through my mom's bins that are on her dresser because she likes to steal my stuff. She likes to steal my things. She likes to steal my brushes, my combs, my mirrors. Ridiculous. Sometimes I just have to go claim back my items. It's crazy. Next question is, never have I ever been pulled over. And thank God for that, baby, because I do not have a full license, and I'll be whipping that car here and there. And thank you God I've never been pulled over. Like, I don't drive crazy enough to get pulled over. I mean, next question is, never have I ever given or received a lap dance. I have given. You know, sometimes you just have to make your man happy sometimes, you know. Just sometimes, not all the time. And then I had three questions that were sent to me. I had never have I ever driven a manual car. I have not. I don't know how to drive manual cars. I've been asking my friend to teach me, and he's not taking time out his day to teach me. He's rude. But I've been asking him to teach me, and he won't. Next question I had was, never have ever gotten a tattoo with Jamal. And let me tell you something, Jamal. This is my friend Jamal, he's been asking me to go and get a tattoo with him. But now that my tattoo place is locked up because of the lockdown, now he wants to message me talking about, let's go get a tattoo. I've been sitting here waiting for you to tell me that you're ready to get the tattoo. So I don't want to hear it, Jamal. I do not want to hear it. Thank you. And now the last question I got was, never have I ever been arrested. I have not been arrested. I've had incidents where the police were involved, but I've never been arrested, like actually handcuffed, arrested, brought down to the station, holding cell. I've never did all that. So I'm not a bad kid. I'm not. Well, not bad enough to be getting arrested and stuff. Not yet. So that's it for the Never Have I Ever. Don't forget I post every Monday and Thursday. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Later.